Hi guys, right. Last night I was having a bit of an argument with a couple of people on Facebook, right? Um, in regards to my condition, um, I put basically some of my symptoms, and I said it's more like a cardiovascular disease. And one of these actual people typed in that I didn't actually know what I was talking about, yeah. And they seem to think that yeah, it does affect the heart in most cases. I'll agree with that point, but dismissing my other points is completely irrelevant and pointless and void as far as I'm concerned. And this is the reason why, yeah, it's because cardiovascular disease not only affects the heart on the NHS website, yeah, which I actually have read even before I got into this argument. I know what conditions I have and what I don't have. Okay, um, but the other symptoms of CVD is basically it says it can also be associated with damage to arteries in organs such as the brain, heart, kidneys, and eyes. Okay, so and some of these symptoms of the people that have come down with this so-called virus um, have problems with they have problems with neurologically. Yeah, so that's the brain immediately, isn't it? Yeah, if you've got neurological problems, that's the brain, right? Um, the kidneys, yeah, that's another one. That's another symptom of CV19, right? Heart, no. Does CV attack the heart? I don't know. Not really too sure on that. So I didn't really base it on that aspect of it. Um, but in the argument, people were basically saying that I didn't know what I was talking about, and they were going, "Oh, cardiovascular disease is all about heart," and I said, "No, it includes the heart, not actually particular to the heart." Yeah, get what I'm typing already. Yeah, and this is another problem. People are lazy in their typing and reading. Okay, so that's another aspect of other people just basically not knowing what they're doing and what actually they're talking about. Um, and of course, CVD can actually affect the eyes. Well, my eyes have been affected a little bit, yeah, um, over the last couple of years as well. Uh, but the other point that I want to make is when I'm actually been reading this, I've got it on the page right here, right next to me, and basically it says coronavirus advice. Okay, get advice about coronavirus and cardiovascular disease from the British Heart Foundation. Okay, so coronavirus and cardiovascular disease in the same sentence then. Yeah, okay, yeah, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I wish people would actually try and understand what I'm actually talking about and understand what I'm actually typing. Yeah, instead of being lazy assholes and just basically dismissing any claims that I'm actually making, because I've been doing this for a long time, and if I do research, I do research. I don't just use one website and one browser. I use like three browsers and a multitude of websites. So, that's the extent of my research that I do. And I don't just use one website. I mean, I'm on the NHS one at the moment. So, and I think the NHS have got more of a clue about what is going on than some knobhead on Facebook that thinks he knows it all, yeah? And calls me out as somebody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, really. Okay. Anyway, I just couldn't be asked arguing the toss with them, and I just left them to it. You know, if they're going to be that moronic and not actually figure this shit out, then you there's nothing I can do about it. This is why I used to like watching Blackadder. Yeah, it's because um, you actually had to really watch it to understand what people were talking about. And in regards to the character Baldrick, yeah, I actually treat people a lot like Baldrick these days, yeah, because most people are like Baldrick, and you really, really, really have to explain to these people in umpteen different ways to get your point across, and even then they still don't get the idea, you know. So in the end, it's just like, you know what, you're just a fucking idiot. Get away from me, because I've tried to explain it several different ways, and you're still not even interested in getting it. So what's the point of me even carrying on, you know? If you don't get it, that's your problem, yeah. Or maybe they're just being stubborn and hard-headed uh, to not get it on purpose and just to push people's buttons. I don't know, whatever. I couldn't give a rat's ass, to be honest with you. You know, as I said, I've been doing this a long fucking time, people. Um, so if you want to be moronic about it, then that's your problem, as far as I'm concerned, and that's the end of it. I will not waste my breath and my time anymore on people like Baldrick, who are just so stupid and so lazy, and they can't even read properly what people are actually typing. Okay, this is why I like going on to the main forum that I go on to, because people do actually read what I'm talking about, and they actually do get me, right? So, um, but as far as having to explain myself 3 different ways from Sunday every time, I can't be asked with that anymore. You know, if you're that lazy, you can't actually do a little bit of research yourself and actually take on board what people type, then that's not the poster's problem, is it? No, that's the other person's problem who can't be bothered to do anything. You know, and expects the poster to actually come up with actual evidence and proof every single time. When in reality, you've come out with the proof and evidence, and you've typed your response, and they're just being an idiot about it. So, you know, what's the fucking point of it? Um, I think that's about it. Can't really think about anything else. But in relation to what I said previously in my last video, yeah, it is more like a cardiovascular disease in regards to that aspect of it, because it does affect the heart. I mean, you know, I've watched a few videos of some of these people that have actually come out of this so-called virus, and yeah, some people have actually said that they've had heart palpitations and whatever. So it does affect the heart as well. So telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about when when I've actually read this before on the NHS website is just complete insanity to me. Yeah, people need to do a lot more fucking research before they start spouting bollocks themselves. Sorry, but that's the way it is, isn't it?